shall commit evil towards this coffin. Their end shall come swiftly. The Pharaoh's curse, also known as the mummy's curse, is believed to afflict those who disturb the mummified remains of ancient Egyptians, particularly pharaohs. This curse is said to bring about misfortune, sickness, or even death, indiscriminate of whether the disturber is a thief or an archaeologist. Numerous authors and documentaries have debated the authenticity of the curse, with some attributing its effects to scientifically explainable factors like bacteria, fungi, or radiation. However, the roots of these tales lie in the modern era, primarily within European cultures. The evolution of these narratives, alongside their transformation from warnings to entertainment, suggests that these curses are more of a cultural construct than a science. Welcome to the place where you'll find your perfect accommodation. If you're the owner of a hotel, motel, or a similar establishment, don't hesitate to reach out for a potential collaboration. On rare occasions, ancient curses have been discovered within tombs, such as the mastaba of Kentika Ikeki from the 6th dynasty located in Saqqara. These curses seem to be aimed at the Ka priests, urging them to safeguard the tomb and uphold its ceremonial purity rather than serving as deterrents for thieves. While tales of curses date back to the 19th century, their prevalence increased significantly following Howard Carter's unearthing of Tutankhamun's tomb. Despite common beliefs, no curse inscription was actually found within the pharaoh's tomb itself. The evidence supporting curses linked to Tutankhamun is deemed so scant that Donald B. Redford dismissed it as unadulterated claptrap. Curses associated with tombs are rare, perhaps due to the taboo nature of such acts, which may have been considered unthinkable and perilous to document. They are most commonly found in the private tombs of the Old Kingdom period. Tomb of Ankhtifi from the 9th to 10th dynasty includes a warning. Any ruler who shall commit evil or wickedness towards this coffin, may Heman refuse any offerings he presents, and may his heir be denied inheritance. Tomb of Kentika Ikeki features an inscription regarding all individuals who dare to enter this tomb of mine. In an impure state, judgment will befall them. Their end shall come swiftly. I shall seize them as a bird catches its prey. I shall instill the fear of my power upon them. Curses following the Old Kingdom period are less frequent but often more ominous, occasionally invoking the wrath of Thoth or the fury of Sekhmet. Zahi Hawass provides an example of such a curse. May those who disturb the peace of a pharaoh be cursed. Those who dare to break the seal of this tomb shall meet their demise through a disease beyond the diagnosis of any physician. Hieroglyphs remained undeciphered until the 19th century, thus any mentions of curses before were attributed to perceived misfortune linked with the mummies. In 1699, Louis Pennecher penned an anecdote recounting how a Polish traveler purchased 2 mummies in Alexandria and set sail with them in the cargo hold. The traveler was unnerved by persistent sightings of 2 apparitions, and the turbulent seas only calmed once the mummies were cast overboard. Zahi Hawass reminisced about his early days as an archaeologist excavating at Qam Abu Billo, a Greco-Roman site, where he had to transport numerous artifacts. He recounted how his cousin passed away on that very day, followed by the death of his uncle on its 1st anniversary, and his aunt on the 3rd anniversary. Later, during his excavation of the pyramid builders' tombs, he encountered a curse. Anyone who defiles this tomb and brings harm upon it, may the crocodile assail them in water, and serpents on land. May the hippopotamus confront them in water, and scorpions on land. Despite professing skepticism towards superstitions, Hawass chose not to disturb the mummies. He also disclosed his involvement in relocating 2 child mummies from Bahariya Oasis to a museum, revealing that he was plagued by haunting dreams of the children until the mummy of their father was reunited with them in the museum. The notion of a mummy coming back to life, a crucial aspect of many mummy curse stories, was first developed in The Mummy, or A Tale of the 22nd Century, an early work blending science fiction and horror written by Jane C. Loudon and anonymously published in 1827. Dominic Montserrat suggested that Louisa May Alcott may have been the first to employ a fully developed mummy curse plot in her 1869 story Lost in a Pyramid, or The Mummy's Curse, a piece of mummy fiction that had been forgotten until its rediscovery in the late 1990s. However, 2 stories uncovered by S. J. Wolfe, Robert Singerman, and Jasmine Day, The Mummy's Soul and, After 3,000 Years, share similar plots, featuring a female mummy seeking magical vengeance against her male defiler. Jasmine Day argues that the contemporary European notion of curses is rooted in an analogy between tomb desecration and rape, interpreting early curse fiction as proto-feminist narratives crafted by women. The opening of Tutankhamun's tomb by Howard Carter's team in 1922 sparked widespread interest in Egyptology and fueled the belief in a curse due to a series of unfortunate events following the tomb's discovery. The death of Lord Carnarvon, the financier of the excavation, from blood poisoning caused by a mosquito bite, further perpetuated the notion of a curse. Various theories, including one by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle suggesting supernatural causes, added to the media frenzy surrounding the curse. However, subsequent investigations by scholars and medical experts refuted these claims, attributing Carnarvon's death to natural causes. Howard Carter himself remained skeptical of curses, viewing them as mere superstition. Despite the curse narrative, many individuals associated with the tomb's discovery lived long and healthy lives, undermining the credibility of the curse theory. Some researchers have proposed that the toxic spores of the fungus Aspergillus flavus, which were implicated in deaths following the opening of a tomb in Poland in 1973, might have also played a role in certain deaths associated with Tutankhamun, such as those of Lord Carnarvon, George J. Gould, and Arthur Mace. However, the validity of this connection, especially regarding Lord Carnarvon, has been questioned. The tomb was unlocked on November 29, 1922. George Herbert, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon and financial supporter of the excavation, was present during the tomb's opening. He passed away on April 5, 1923, due to an infected mosquito bite, just 4 months and 7 days after the tomb's unveiling. George J. Gould I, who had visited the tomb, succumbed to fever in the French Riviera on May 16, 1923, shortly after his visit. A. C. Mace, a member of Carter's excavation team, died in April 1928 after battling pleurisy and pneumonia in his final years. Captain the Honorable Richard Bethel, Carter's secretary, was found deceased in bed at a Mayfair club on November 15, 1929, with suspicions of smothering. Howard Carter unsealed the tomb on February 16, 1923, and passed away well over 16 years later on March 2, 1939. Despite this, some still attribute his death to the alleged curse.